private party finder and send them a link.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking we should do, is just create a private, give them a password.
Why am I on Solera? This is ridiculous.
Because you went there?
It's all because Icky told me to.
Why?
Icky, send it again.
Hello.
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 Bam.
Welcome.
Is Finn still coming?
No, Sin is sleeping.
That's fair.
So we have the Fizz range trifecta. We got a dancer friend.
Nice. I also promoted you, Ark.
Oh no.
I told you when you get on, I'm just passing that shit.
All
over.
right. Let's see.
Also, did the invite go through, Miguel? Nice.
Okay, so Sophie, I will create a private party finder.
Heck yeah.
Private.
Yeah. No, my big thing was they were asked me if I could go, and I said I would try to go, but I would only be able to fill. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it on in time.
Okay.
So
Then
it'll be a little bit longer before I get off of work. So
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine.
No problem. We'll try and find someone, and if not,
all right, I'm
see
really
when you go.
sorry, guys.
Oh, no worries.
all-
We'll just
that's
blame
okay.
Sin.
Yeah.
That's fine. Blaming Finn is like 50% of generally what I do anyway, so it's no big deal.
Perfect. All right, take care.
All right, sorry guys.
All right, so
No worries.
we'll try to find a magical then. Just to give us that little extra nudge. Okay.
Rip the trifecta.
Man, I could have actually cooked this sandwich.
I know, I made like a separate dinner from my wife because I'm like, this one's not going to finish in time. She wanted like a lasagna. And this is going to be fresh. So we're expectations for tonight is we're just going to try and take this through one lockout. And if we can see to part 2, that's great. If not, hopefully to the second pin axe would be great. Just get.
I don't know why I'm typing. I have a freaking mic sitting on my head.
Hey, look, there's Sin.
How's it going?
Are you awake?
I am currently. No, it's my ghost.
Okay. 'Cause I thought.
No, Soph says he messaged me and said he wasn't comfortable since me and Para wasn't here, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll jump in."
I mean, if you want to, you don't have to kill yourself, and if you want to get some sleep.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
If it's just a lockout, I'll go.
Yeah. All right. Well, who needs magical DPS? Not us.
Could go as a summoner, but ew.
I mean, you're getting your feet wet. That's the main thing.
Me and Silver will just DPS harder. That'll be magical DPS.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Not sure Silver's DPS, honestly.
What was that? I'm a grey passing white mage. Don't expect much.
But you're a gray parsing white mage that kills bosses, so.
I'm a gray parsing samurai right now.
That could be our other name.
This tier's pretty rough.
Gray parse, yeah.
Yeah, the gray parsers.
I think the way we play, everyone has their time in the gray.
Well, then, like last night, I was just fucking so ready to get out of Arizona. I was barely even raiding. That's why I apologized last night. I was like, I'm not even fucking.
Oh,
this
you're
right now.
good.
I was like, I'm just here.
We were all over the place, I think, all of us. So.
All right, you can shoot me an invite.
Okay, let me refresh status.
I mean, we got all 3 that we'd done before down, so that was good anyway.
Yeah. All right, still not saying you're online yet. Oh, there you are. Coolly. All right, repair food. Yeah, I think I'm good. Let's get some music.
Oh,
We get some different
boy.
music this time.
I'm
Thank
not done my
God.
homework.
Well, you have time to eat. I'm gonna do some explaining.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, no, there's a lot. There's a lot to explain on this one.
I
Yeah.
forgot right before raid, you just ran in the kitchen, grabbed a piece of bread and cheese, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know you've done this before, Zemni, but basically, we're just gonna take it how we go. Is we just take it basically one mechanic at a time. So we're just gonna explain the first one, see through it, wipe to pin X maybe, and then talk through pin X. So that we don't have to think too much. I'm not sure if you have any waypoints saved for this. If not, no biggie. I'm gonna set some up.
Do I have waypoints for this? No,
I'm
I
just
don't. 'Cause I'm
gonna-
an idiot and didn't save them.
I'm just gonna start with some of these. These will be for
That's-
our
do it.
directions and yeah. Ugh. So that way we have a little easier on the east and west and all those fun things. Okay, so let's save over Zodiark. Alright, so let's just forget everything we remember or don't remember from the last time we did this. So the first phase we are going to be dealing with tethers and debuffs. I'll be calling out basically who's going to need to get what, but for anyone that wants to keep track at home, if your roll is not hit by the first Blood Rake, you will need tethers. And if your roll is not hit by the second Blood Rake, you will need debuffs. So what we're going to do is after we get hit by both Blood Rakes, I guess before, we're going to have the tanks and healers kind of spread lightly, semicircle on the north side of the arena, and DPS will kind of spread on the south. And after both Blood Rakes, whichever group does not need the debuff, so the debuff is going to go out on 2 DPS and then 1 tank, 1 healer. So we'll say the DPS don't need the debuff. The DPS then will all stack on 3. So that way we can pass the debuff on to the other DPS that don't have it already. Basically, once you've passed off the debuff, you can't get the debuff again, basically until the end of the mechanic, so you're safe from getting it again. And the reason we want to get it on the other members of the group that don't want it is just to make sure that it doesn't accidentally get passed around incorrectly. So in this case, DPS don't need the debuffs. We all stack on 3. Now all the DPS either can't have it or do have it. And then the tank and the healer that do not have the debuff would basically run into the 3 marker and then run out, and that would ensure you touching someone with the debuff and getting it passed on off to you. I think for that part, just kind of use your judgment. Just run in. If someone else is already running in, just wait a second so that way you don't accidentally touch them on their way out, because then that would be bad. Only appropriate touching, please. And then same kind of deal. If the support, so tanks and healers, don't need the debuff, then they would stack on 1. And so we're splitting on this first phase, north and south, so that way none of the DPS or healers and tanks are crossing over each other when stacking for the debuff. Once we've resolved the debuff, the group that needs the tethers will basically just move in under the boss. So let's say DPS need the tethers, so we'll just kind of move in under the boss. I might move these markers out a little bit. Move in under the boss, just like run a little quick 360 to make sure you get a tether. And then we'll just run south and kind of lightly spread so that we don't blow people up with the tethers. It's the same thing as like P3S, where the tank debuff, does that AoE, so we need to spread lightly after picking it up. I'm just gonna pull these out a little bit so. Cool. So clear as mud. So just remember, tanks and healers just kind of spread out along the north around his hitbox, and DPS will spread around the south around his debuff. And then one thing to note for tanks, there's going to be 3 instances of a tank buster in this fight. Elegant Evisceration is the name of it. You can either do a tank swap, because it's multi-hit with a like magic vuln, or whoever's main tank can invuln it. However you guys want to handle it is fine by me. Just note, if you guys do immune it, then when the second one comes around, the other tank will need to taunt. Yeah, that sounds good, Etro. And that'll come after the debuff and tethers, so good stuff. All right, let's eat some food and let's go see it.
As we just die to the first thing.
Maybe. We'll just not mitigate the first AoE and just all wipe to it.
Oh god.
It's just nice to have different music.
It's nice not to be blinded by orange.
So first thing's just going to be his normal AoE.
Icky. Help.
That was shielded.
So Blood Rake, so we're going to
Help.
note who does not get hit by this first one. So DPS, we need the tethers.
Oh fuck.
It's our turn. And this will determine who needs the debuff.
Tanks and healers.
Alright, DPS need the
DPS.
debuff. So tanks and healers, you guys will group up
Like below him or at the
at the one. DPS,
Okay.
just make sure we're not touching each other. Okay, and then if you need the debuff, go in and touch, and then we're gonna DPS. Ooh. There we go. Alright, DPS will just kind of go under the boss here and pick up the tethers. And then you take them away. Cool. So maybe I'll put
Nice.
the... Let's see.
I lived, so
He's basically in the center.
You lived to see the end.
not anymore. I didn't get shielded, Icky.
I was dead.
Fucking worst sage.
I'm starting to see
Unbelievable.
the disease thing though.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was good. We got the disease handoff. And then, yeah, I might move the markers out just a little bit. It was a little close, but not a big deal. And, you know, picking up the
Somehow
tethers,
the
since we...
tethers came back to us.
Okay.
I don't know how that happened.
They're just silly until we get used to it. But yeah, once since we do that group up with the debuff to start with, it's safe for a tether person to like run into the other group because you can't pick up the debuff again or pass it off. So don't be afraid to touch the other group if you need to pick up a tether. But yeah, sweet.
I think. Well, wait. So you also can't spread it like if.
So if you had the debuff and you pass it off to someone, you get a different debuff that says I can't have it again until the
Right.
debuff wears off, and that debuff doesn't wear off until like right before those tether explosions go off. So
No. So what
Okay.
what I mean is like if 2 people have the debuff,
Mhm.
like you can't get 2 stacks of the debuff or something, right?
right,
Okay.
yeah. If you already have it, you have it.
Cool. So I like started at the debuff and I was like, oh no. What if I like give it away by accident?
And that's why, like, as ranged, that's why each group roll, you know, we're trying to spread lightly so that way when the debuff goes out, we don't accidentally if we needed the debuff as DPS, we aren't actually teaching or touching each other and passing it off. So cool. So let's try it again.
These greedy DPS.
All right, this is it. This is the kill I'm potting.
Yeah, definitely got it. No, you gotta weave your food. Then we got the kill.
Oh my god. True. I can also take the tether to max melee, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, so first Blood Rake. Alright, DPS need tether again.
Yay.
No.
It's easy. Just ring around the rosy and under the boss's skirt. Fine.
And DPS need the debuff, so tanks and healers group up.
I like this.
Yeah, this is great.
Give me your debuff.
And so yeah, basically just kind of come under here, grab it.
How do I keep losing my tether?
Yeah, I think it passed off. Let's have let's make sure that we're grouping up, not necessarily directly on the marker, but like max melee. Give us a little more room to pick him up, maybe.
So you want us to be behind the marker then for that?
Yeah, if he's a little not in the middle, exactly. Trying to get used to the angle of actually picking it up, because I'm like, I feel like I'm intercepting it, but clearly I'm not. And then Zemni, do you want to get the second decollation with your troubadour, whatever you call it?
Okay, yeah.
First time having to actually think about that.
Well, yeah, it's the first time we've done this boss, silly.
Alright, so tanks and healers need the tether.
Thank fuck.
No.
It's the kill.
I don't like this all of a sudden.
Oh, suck it up. It's not that bad.
We have to do everything.
Alright, and DPS need the debuff.
So it's
So
still
tanks and healers,
gather?
yeah, will gather. If you already have the debuff DPS, you can go to like 3 or something. And now tanks and healers, you'll go into the middle and try and pick up the tethers.
Give me your tether.
You
This is
took
gonna
it.
be funny.
Get away from me.
All good, it's just me that died. There's going to be an AoE after this. Another big AoE, and then the tank buster. So you can immune this one, Etro. And then we go into Phoenix. So for this, let's try and pull the boss between the fire and lightning. So by that I mean like on the line between fire and lightning, kind of like midway, I think.
Yeah, move him quick because he stops immediately.
Okay, good to know.
Did he even move?
He may not have. Alright, it's going to be lightning
Like I
first,
said,
so we need to be on the sides, and fire. Alright, we haven't set up light parties, but that's okay. Remember, you can't be in a element when they go off. Cool. I just want to see it. So Northern, it's red, and it's his sword, so you're going to want to get knocked back, let's say, towards the north, or you can immune
Whoa.
it.
You know what? That worked.
And then the sword goes off, and then poison,
lied.
so spread. And this one, I think, for the most part, we'll just not knock back immune to start with, just kind of get a feel for it and see where we want it most. Unless water is the third element, and we have a cape, then we might knock back immune just from the start. But Awesome. So things that were going on there. Now we'll set up light parties because the fire element in Savage is a light party soak. It goes off on healers, so we'll do normal light parties. So I will mark you guys with your usual numbers.
Just like Heidelin.
I think we will try and do one melee and one tank in each, just so that depending on when elements come out, things like that, we can make sure to be hitting the boss. I'm not sure if it's better to have both melee in one group, but I think this way there's more space for them to hit things. Yeah, so I think there. So after the first two elements, we saw that he will put a fake, or he'll put like the caper sword marker on each of the cardinals. The cast's name is going to tell us which direction it's going to be, northeast, southwest, and then whichever of his sword or cape is shining with the red, that's what attack it's going to be. That cape or sword will go off after the third element. And then the fourth one will resolve after the fourth element will resolve after his sword or cape. So there's more time between the third and fourth element than there is between the first and second, as we saw. Let's see. I think that should be good for now.
Come on, tanks and healers tether.
Man, just saying, we survived it when we had it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about.
Damn it.
Alright, tanks and healers need tether. You got your wish.
Damn it.
Oh yeah, good RNG.
This boss sucks.
This is the run.
Oh, we got split this time.
And DPS want the debuff. So tanks and healers stack on 1. DPS, once you have the debuff, stack on 3 to make it easy for the tanks and healers to pick up the debuff or the tether. And so now tanks and healers, you can kind of come under him. You can already be moving to pick these up from us.
Oh, it's going badly.
Yeah, so I think so once you see like the last person leaving from your group with the debuff, just start moving under the boss, so that way you can get there quickly. Because yeah, you see it's a little quick on the tethers.
Well, trick with the tethers, you just get underneath them, just walk around his hitbox to make sure you get the tether. It usually does work.
That's what I've seen is like they'll get under him and just kind of run in like a little circle.
Yeah, so you just like get around
as a
them,
group.
just run around like that, and just dip.
Dip, duck, dive, dodge a tether.
Because yeah, those tethers are finicky.
We had many outwiped to P3 because of tethers.
Oh yeah, P3 was a wall for everybody.
Good times. There's no ad phase here, so we're never an ads proc group.
Oh.
Oh god.
Alright, first blood rake.
God damn
Alright,
it.
tanks and healers need it.
I actually hate this boss.
This is the best.
Can we go back to Firebird?
Show me the clammies.
Alright, DPS
No.
need the debuff.
Debuff's the easy part.
It's better when I have to do nothing.
Come get your disease.
I didn't get a disease. Give it to me.
You have it.
Yeah. That's victory.
Alright, this is an AoE. And then Tank Buster next.
Probably easier if we sort of set up where to go with the tether.
Yeah, we can set that up too. I think like tanks, you can kind of take tanks and melee, you know, be on either side of his hitbox, and then ranged and healers back away from there.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll try and pull him between fire and lightning. Not a big deal if he doesn't.
But he really doesn't like it.
Yeah, he does not.
Yeah, you gotta like get him right as it.
Alright,
like
it's gonna be
curtain
lightning
call comes in.
first, and then poison. So we're gonna spread and just kind of be on the sides. Nice, easy combo. Alright. Water and north cape. So after the water, knockback immune now. And then light parties. Try and stack on your light parties.
So where the fuck you going, Silver?
I don't know where we're supposed to be going.
Oh, they give you a lot of time. for
Yeah,
the
it's a
light
lot
party.
of time.
Okay. Oh, what up?
This is the Tank Buster, so you can die.
Yep.
So with that water third into a cape, if we knock back immune the water, the knockback immune actually lasts long enough to knock back immune the cape as well, which is kind of cool. So in that case, when it's water third, you know, maybe we'll just plan on immuning the water. And to immune the water, if you haven't done it before, the timing is, you know how the water's like spouting out of that element square. As soon as that water spouting animation ends, you can knock back immune. But a lot going on, so we'll just keep getting some practice. Let's say group one will stack like, you know, on the left side of the boss based on like the half of the room that's safe, and group two be on the right. We'll just kind of set that out
Okay.
as best we can, but follow your healers.
Come
No,
my
no
subjects.
pressure.
The AoE's not
Can I
that
go to
big.
group
And
one?
can you go to group one? Sure, I'll go to group two.
Can I go to group one?
Absolutely.
Please.
All right, Silver, I'll hug you.
No one wants me.
I feel betrayed.
And that's basically half the fight, more
What?
to some extent. I mean, there's maybe like a third. You know, we get some repeat stuff, but we've already seen stuff. Okay, so tanks and healers, you'll need the tethers. And tanks and healers will need the debuffs. So DPS, let's stack up on 3. Tanks and healers, just watch if you have the debuff or not and get ready to move in to our stack. And now kind of stand under the boss in front of us. Cool, and then take those out. Away from each other. Wah! Nice job. Alright, there's gonna be an AoE
carried a
next.
tether. I carried a tether all the way to silver because I did not want it.
was cool.
Take Buster next.
I forgot I needed both.
True terror is this fight.
This is real savage PvP.
Yeah.
Like, Tiles was bad. No.
Oh, that's good. Alright, setting the scene. So I guess Petro just start getting like out away from him, and maybe you'll get lucky where it is.
Yeah, like right here is when you want to just like book it.
Oh, he moved a step.
Yeah, nice job.
Progress.
Alright,
Boss
lightning
position
again.
Progress.
and fire. So just be on the edge with your group.
I'm coming for you, Iggy.
Why is my group so far? You did it. I'm proud
All
of
right,
you.
water. So get ready
So
after the water
far.
animation goes off. Southerly, animate unlocked now. And it's sword, which is C. I'm gonna die to this. Yeah.
I don't know what south is.
I was trying to
forgot
watch
which
for
one it
when to
was.
call it. All right.
Yeah, I don't know if it was mentioned, but the puddles in the middle of each square are quite deadly.
Yeah, they give a
Yeah.
more substantial dot than normal.
You could say it's a savage dot.
One might say. Alright, tanks and healers need the tethers. And DPS need the debuff. So once you have the debuff, go to 3 DPS, and then tanks healers start moving to the center. Do a little spin around him. Nice job. Alright, we'll have some raid damage next. Into a tank buster. And then PNAC soon. Yeah, I think whatever section you can get him to is probably going to be the strat. Alright, water first. Into fire, so let's just get knocked back into our groups.
Oh, silver.
Yeah.
Oh, silver.
So DD, and it's the cape. So be on the sides. And then spread, Miguel.
I'm an idiot.
All good. So yeah, so there we just want to be, yeah, knocked back, not directly towards the corner, since we'll end up in the debuff. How's everyone feeling about phase 1 with the the debuff and tethers? Tethers still scary, but everything else making sense. Sucks.
Yeah, that next part is something else, but yeah, the disease and tethers feels pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah, as long as I remember when I needed tether.
As long as we just never get tethers as DPS, I think we're good.
So what I'm hearing is we just wipe until we get tethers on DPS.
It happens again later, so
No,
we'll fish for the double.
we need the DPS to skip that.
It's
Praying for
imperative.
Titan on D12.
Yeah. Alright, so tanks and healers, you get the tethers.
What a surprise.
Wowie!
This is the seed for this instance. DPS, we need the debuff.
We should restart the instance.
Alright, so tanks healers start moving to the center, under the boss. Nice drive-by. That was pro.
We've had a lot of practice.
See that, Chug? That's how you do it.
Nah, I don't know
AoE
what's
into
going on.
Tank Buster. Yeah, that hurts. Hits hard. Alright, here we go. You chose wisely.
Oh my god.
Nice. This is
Oh,
it. This is the
dear
kill.
God.
Go.
That was amazing. Alright, water first. Into fire. So just do kind of offset with your knockbacks.
Crap. I'm coming.
Fuck off, Iggy.
Alright, it's going to be lightning. Western, so that's D. And it's a sword.
God.
Let's be on the sides, and then we
Oh,
want to
how
split.
am I alive?
Spread.
It's a spread, right?
Yeah,
Wait, I'm in the
Yes,
thing.
right. Yeah, you have time. You have time.
Nice.
all good. And then there's going to be the Tank Buster.
Just take a photo of this real quick. just to see,
Chunked.
like. How the
Alright,
fuck
so
am I
now,
alive?
note now the Blood Rake, the lightning element is not being tethered. Lightning at the end of the next phase is going to be our safe element. It'll be in a different location though. We won't survive this, but it's good to just see.
You might.
No, you can't
No, you
survive
won't.
this.
What?
Because we only have 3 people, and there's going to be 8
Oh.
balls.
The warrior
So-
will survive it.
Yeah.
The rest of y'all are dead.
So here now, what we're going to do is we're going to get into relative clock positions that we'll set up next. And yeah, we'll explain. But kind of spread out from each other. This is where the orbs are gonna spawn on you. So yeah, we just get to pump
I'm
the
just gonna
boss during
ping
this
pong
part.
between the two and just see what happens.
He's also just doing this setup where we're getting a debuff.
Figure it out.
Yeah. So note all the balls same as normal. This time though, you need 2 people to soak a ball instead of 1. Same rules though apply. You can't. You don't want to get hit by your roll. Note.
Oh dear God!
Oh my god.
They
Death.
could go running away and just yoink.
All right. So now we're gonna set some clock spots. So to resolve this mechanic nice and easily, or if we want, I can show the strategy. I can share my screen and show the strategy in Discord real quick. Show the one we're gonna use. All right, let me share my screen because I think visualizing it can help. Okay. All right, anyone not in there? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to set up strict tank and healer spots. We're splitting up the healers. We could have the healers and tanks be on the same side, but we're going to split up the healers just for AoE heals, spreading them out a little bit. I think that makes some sense. So let's say Etro, you'll take the north spot. Miguel, you'll be southwest. Let's do Icky northeast and Silver south. And this will just be relative in the center. Like in theory, the boss will be in the middle of the arena after Pinax. And so that's how we'll set it up. For DPS, we'll need to spread out, but we'll need to do it slightly on the fly. So during that phase, you may have noticed that the people that were alive had a debuff on them that either had like a sword or a shield or, whatever the healer one is, a plus. So during this phase, he's going to give everyone like a second roll. So the tanks and healers have it easy. They just get a second roll of DPS. The DPS, though, 2 of us are going to get a tank acting roll, and 2 of us are going to get a healer acting roll. Basically, it does essentially what you might think. You're now acting as a tank or acting as a healer. So the DPS that get the acting healer, you're going to go to the west and northwest spots. DPS with the tank debuff are going to go to the east and southeast. And what this is going to do then is if I play it once, everyone's going to have their orbs. And what we're going to do is we're just going to, once in these positions, we're just going to rotate clockwise once to your nearest safe orb. So for the DPS, you're going to be going to healer. These DPS go into tank. The tanks and healers are always just going to the next DPS in the line. So what that looks like is this. We just rotate clockwise. So these DPS up here, since they had acting healer, they just smashed into a tank ball, which clears that and makes them able to absorb the next hit. Same thing down here. These DPS that had the tank debuff just smashed into a healer orb, and all is good. This does a lot of damage, so healers just make sure we're healing. So we'll crash into like the first orb, and then wait like 2-3 seconds. Hopefully everyone's topped up, and then we'll crash into the second one, which will just be, right next to each other, right next to the one you just hit. Does that make some sense to everybody? Anyone have any questions on that?
You said the top left is tank, acting tank.
Top
acting healer.
Top left and top left are acting healer because you'll need to crash into the tank one, and tanks will be down there.
Acting healers go to west, or 4. Acting tank goes to 2 or east.
Yes.
I guess do the actual clock positions matter that much, since like both people rotate into like you end up with 2 people on each cardinal anyway?
I think
like you don't have to be like precisely
right.
east,
So for
southeast.
DPS, like it doesn't really matter so much as the cardinals are there. It just helps that we spread a little bit, so that way the orbs aren't too close together, because if you hit 2 orbs at the same time, you're dead for sure.
Okay.
Not that it really matters too much, but you can't hit a 3rd orb, you will die. But that shouldn't come into effect with this. But I think this strat should be hopefully simple enough because we're rotating clockwise. Other strats have you kind of running and figuring out where to go on the fly with fixed clock positions. So I think this will hopefully be easier. And that is in the P4S1 boss strategy, if you need to refer to that again. So Etro, you'll be on 1. I always said Icky, you'll be on northwest, you'll be between 1 and 2. Silver, you'll be on 3. And Miguel, you'll be in between 3 and 4 in the southwest.
So me and Super will move to a ball right to the left of us.
Yes. So you guys will just move. Yeah, you'll move to the orb directly to the left of you. So in theory, a DPS will be standing on 4. So along the 4, between 4 and D, there will be a DPS orb. So everyone's basically crashing clockwise into the nearest safe orb. So for some people, that'll be, you'll skip an orb. For others that are on the cardinal or on the inner cardinals, you'll just be rotating one orb.
Acting healer goes at 2 and between 2 and 3.
Nice. Okay, thanks.
Sorry, acting healer is northwest because you need to crash into a tank.
Right.
And then acting tank is 2 and 3.
Okay.
Crashing either. It's gonna be a little weird, but just try and try and pay attention to like what your debuff is, and at least like for practicing, just try and run in towards that the nearest the nearest one that as a DPS that is opposite of your debuff. But once we see through it and get there, I think it'll flow pretty quick. Surviving Pnax is just the fun part. After we get through that, then we're basically halfway through the fight. If not a little bit more.
That's pretty much halfway point. Yeah.
Because the only new mechanic is going to be towers, and the tower tethers aren't that bad, relatively speaking.
81 minutes on the lockout, so we've only been here like 9 minutes. We're owning.
No, it's a 2-hour lockout.
I know.
Okay. Sometimes I don't know.
Yeah, you can never tell with Shurg.
He's a wild card.
So we know the DPS are going to get tethers this time.
Yeah.
No.
Forget everything we learned in the first ones.
We're tethers prog now.
Oh no.
So where does the acting healers go again?
They go northwest.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. No, I got you. Alright, so DPS, we need tethers.
No.
Nice. This is the kill.
How can you tell?
You saw the tethers on the tanks and healers.
Oh,
That's
okay.
who's blood raking.
Gigantic.
So
thing. Oh, look at
healers
that.
and tanks need the debuff. So DPS, we're gonna stack down here on 3. Tanks and healers come on in, get your debuff. Then once you have it, go stand on 1, and then DPS, let's move in and grab these tethers.
My tether. Oh, somebody stole my tether.
Wanna grab one?
Oh god.
It helps. It helps. It helps even if I think it helps even if you already have one to like run into the center so that we're
It
all
didn't
just...
even matter because there's a DPS that still had a freaking thing.
That's fair.
Yeah, I had roll call.
Okay.
Whatever it's called.
If everyone just runs the same direction, then no one loses it.
Yeah. So let's say we run
Don't
clockwise
go
in
both sides.
either side. You just run clockwise towards around the boss into the tethers.
Christ.
It's just going to the left. That's easy, right? It's good practice for the orbs.
But which way does acting tank go?
You'll be southeast. I got you. I
So
got you.
where's the acting healers again?
Oh god.
Oh my god.
I'll remind you.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure we're trolling now.
Where does the all-rounder go?
Good god.
Back to Phoenix.
But wait, why do they call him Raiden?
Oh my god.
Alright, tanks and healers, you need the debuff. Or I mean the tether.
Thank fuck we're gonna see Pinax.
I'm gonna start using the support again. To refer to you guys.
You fucking support.
You supporters. Alright, and you guys need the debuff support. So
The
DPS
dream.
we're gonna stack. Tanks healers, just watch which one, if you need the debuff, one at a time run in. Once you have it, go ahead to 1. And now get under the boss, going clockwise.
Oh.
Pick up the tethers!
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no,
I don't
wait,
want
Yep.
it was the other way
Ah!
around. I forgot.
Yep.
fucking losers.
I did.
Yep.
Alright,
Those
AoE
two
into
smart DPS
Tank Buster.
live.
Waiting for
Oh, that,
everyone
I
to
got the freaking it.
DPS did nothing right. I'm already having
You
way more
rezzed
fun
me?
than Phoenix.
Yeah, right?
Why would you res me into this?
I don't want to live this hell.
Oh my god.
You will live to see the end.
No.
Thanks to the crit shield.
Oh, no
All
problem.
right.
Didn't realize.
Pnax.
There you go.
Alright, lightning, so we're going to be on the sides and group stack. So be on the sides kind of near your healer.
Why is my healer running so far away?
Hey,
Get
you
over
can't
here,
run
healer.
forward.
Okay.
That makes way
Oh, Icky, I tried.
It's
Sorry,
okay.
what?
You just like
D,
fell
and
down.
it's the cape. Immune, knockback immune. And then spread. Or get ready to spread.
You have all the time in the world for this one.
Yeah, that is a really long time. Holy crap. Okay.
So for when it's the sword or the cape, is he like pointing for that? In that one, for instance, he was like pointing his cape at D. Is that how you do?
I haven't checked to see if that's accurate, but I know based on he'll say northernly shift, westernly shift. The direction he says is the cardinal that he'll go in, and then which one it is whichever is lit up.
Oh,
So I think it could be westernly shift, and his sword on the other hand is lit up. So he may be slightly oriented towards the direction, but not always. So
He will.
I just-
It's literally in the cast, just depending on if it's sword or cape. You get
Okay.
to look at him.
yeah.
yeah. I just wasn't. I wasn't sure if there was a visual cue for the cardinal direction.
Yeah.
also, but
I'll
if
try
it
and
just
call
depends,
cardinal
right?
and color to help with that.
I mean, your letters are doing fine.
Good,
I was
good.
already dead. I was just trying to learn.
Yeah, no problem. Yes, Cetro. Yeah, that sounds good if you guys want to. So on Elegant Evisceration, do a tank swap during the cast, and you both get chunked a little. And also for that first, if it's fire on that first one, or even when it is fire, we don't necessarily have to go, like if it's lightning, fire, we don't have to go to the complete opposite walls. You know, we can all be south if we need to. We don't have to be super far apart group-wise or from the boss, so. Coolly. Yeah, it could be group 1 and group 2. And I think for now, let's just plan on, if it's water on the third one, just always immune, knockback immune the water. And again, that's once the animation goes off. I'll try and call that as best I can. Alright, support needs tethers.
Yeah. Don't know why you're cheering. You need to practice.
No practice. Never practice.
Support need the debuff as well, so DPS we
Oh,
can
yeah.
stack on 3.
This is dumb. We just do everything.
Yeah, that's because you're support.
So support, once you have the debuff, you can kind of stand underneath the boss once all 4 of you do. You don't have to go back to 1. Alright, now get under the boss.
Hovering over my
Oh.
Avant button.
I guess mine got stolen.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Rip. I had it and it was stolen away.
Alright, raid damage. Into tank swap coming up. Yeah, that's why I wonder if, like, just even once you have it, just kind of stay under the boss for a little bit. That way, if someone runs by, like, you're in the way to pick up another one. And then, you know, try and quickly run out from there. Alright, do a little practice for fun. Lightning, so we'll be on the side. And Light Party. GG.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Just all die
All right, come here,
together.
ladies.
Ka-chunk.
Alright. Nope.
Alright, so water, get ready to knockback immune. It'll be on yellow and its cape. Knockback immune now.
Okay, I see how it works.
And if tethers continue to give us some issues, there is an alternative strat we can try that could make it a little bit easier.
Is it the one where we just keep wiping until it's on the tanks and healing?
Pretty much.
I like that one. Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like the pro strat. So.
Alright, support, you need tethers.
See, this is,
What a
we're already there.
The strat just basically has, instead of stacking on north-south, we just, it's a little bit different on the fly. Support need debuffs, so TPS on 3. So tanks and healers start getting close to us, just so you're there. Come on in. Silver in, now get under the boss. And when I say under, like, try and be under, like, in between. Yeah, perfect. In between us and the boss. Alright, next will be Raid AoE. And then the tank swap will be next. So Miguel, since you have it, just go stand in between, yeah, like, go stand on like 1 or something to pull him.
Stand on A and chuck some tomahawks.
Yeah, sorry, A is what I meant, the farther one. I
Oh
could
my
not- I could
god,
not see.
what a pro.
Nice job. Alright, let's die to this chaos.
No.
Alright, it's going to be knockback into spread. So we'll get knocked back and then kind of spread on the fly. Alright, beyond the sides, we need to be with our buddy, so it's westernly and knockback.
Cape Westwind.
And then we'd want to get knocked back and then
No,
stack together.
Our buddies. Oh, it's just me and Ark.
Hey!
Yeah.
Let's die together.
I thought the cape was happening first before the lightning, so I was like, knock me into the wall.
Support need tethers.
I mean, I don't really care, but it would be nice if DPS could practice.
And support need debuff.
Because we just do everything every time.
We are getting our practice in our rightful role.
Yeah,
allowing the
I'm learning how to
support
do damage.
everything.
Yeah.
Zetro, come on in.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't want this.
Okay.
I don't want this.
Yeah.
I think
He
I
runs
took
by like
Kelsey.
5
Yeah, you
times.
did. It's alright.
Yeah. So again, I think we should all, whoever the tether group should just all sort of stay together for a bit. 'Cause either we're gonna, die like this and limp
I do
into.
have a question.
Yeah.
I think. Well, it's not really a question. It's just a thought. So, like, if the DPS are all standing on 3, and they come and grab the debuffs from us, why don't they just stand right between us and the boss?
That's ideally what people should do is we won't be going back to your stack marker if you need the tethers and the debuff. You'd in theory try and stand in between the two, the boss and us. The other strat kind of has that built in. Alright, so water into knockback. Alright, lightning. I don't have the boss westernly, so it's D, and it's sword.
Suck.
Sorry, I didn't have the boss targeted.
I'm gonna die.
Slice
I'm
and then
gonna
spread.
die. Oh, spread, motherfuckers.
Oh, fuck.
Heal, Iggy, heal.
You will not die.
I'm already dead.
Alright, so in this case, water's not tethered, so water will be the safe square at the end of the next phase. Alright, you do get to practice your stack positions. So now we'd reset the boss and get into our stack positions around him. Perfect. So you guys will get to practice running into something.
Nice.
Well, no, actually, no, you won't, because there won't be any DPS ones on us. Well, I don't know. Do they spawn on us? I think there were 8 last time.
No, they're getting all of them.
Yeah,
It looks
but I
like
mean they
all
can. Yeah,
spawn
so
still in
look
the
to your
same
left by
apartment?
2. That's Zemni's there, so that's where the next DPS one will be. Oh, you don't want to practice running?
He's just going to get chased down by
Aw.
4 balls.
That's fair. So Etro, practice. You'll when this comes up, you'd run over towards XDs, and you guys would, in theory,
Have
collapse in
fun
on that
with the
one.
8 stack.
He wants to get obliterated.
Oh, I see what happens. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought it was.
Wait for it.
I see.
Wait for it.
Last
You're
time I
not
remember
living that,
seeing
dude.
8
Quick,
balls, but I
invuln.
thought they were.
You're not living that. There's no way in hell you're living that.
Okay, last time I saw 8 balls and I thought it tethered to our dead bodies. That makes sense.
Last time I saw 8 balls, it was a bad point.
Oh my god.
I was waiting for something like that.
You said it enough times I had to.
Okay. We can keep giving our tether strat a couple tries, and then if we're still having issues, we can try an alternative strat that'll have those that need tethers, in theory, in the right position by default.
Just gotta have, support pick up the damn tethers. DPS don't have the trouble.
Yeah, for real.
Just don't get them.
You know, Silver, we don't have to heal them.
It's true.
No.
Wait, that means Shug dies. I support this.
Alright, sorry.
Yeah.
Support get tethers.
Like, I get I'm gonna die too, but like, if Shug dies, it's still a win.
And support need debuffs, so DPS tight stack on 3.
This is just like yesterday with getting no buddies.
Alright, healers, and come and get your stuff. Now get in between us and the boss. Nice job.
Yeah.
Alright, they showed us up now.
It's that easy,
Now
guys.
just do your job.
Alright, raid damage.
The DPS is the one that said that.
Tank swap.
I mean, just saying, but the only times we get this far is when support have the tethers.
But you guys always get the tether. That's unfair.
Yeah, that's
It is a
super
little unfair.
Come on.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now.
I do want some
We
practice
did
with it
right
too.
The first time we got it.
Yeah, but the one time DPS got it, we didn't have an issue.
Yes.
All right, water
Is that true? I don't think
into
that's true.
spread. So we're gonna get knocked back into spread.
This one will be fast. Oh shit.
Oh, that
All
one
right,
was
lightning.
fast. Why was that one so
Southern, so
fast?
C. And it's his sword, so be on the sides.
I guess the right spot.
And then we'll all just stack on silver
Oh
Goodbye.
god.
for our death.
God.
Yeah, so the first one is
Heterosis.
always going to be like really fast. The second one, you have like a millennia.
Mhm.
Okay, I think that's been part of my confusion here. Is the timing has been wonky, and that makes sense.
So
as to why.
the first two is one after the other. First one's always either lightning or water, if that helps. Yeah, the third one, the second one's much, or the second set is much slower. So, good stuff. Good thing is,
What was that?
good thing is that this Pnax, the second or first Pnax is exactly the same as the last one. So once we get down this first one, the last one is the same as well.
Seems like I'm the only one not playing that.
I'm not playing as well.
Yeah, Aki's not playing.
Petros
Sin
isn't
is not
playing.
Sin
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it only Miguel?
It's just me and Meg.
Okay.
You guys, you got this propaganda where you think everyone's playing it now.
Yeah.
One's
Everyone's
playing.
doing it, Mom.
Nah, I thought about trying it out, but don't think I am.
He doesn't actually like music that much, so he's not interested in the bard.
Yeah, he don't want to play the barb over there. Yeah,
Yeah, my bard days are over. That's why Endwalker started.
he wanted he don't want to be a support.
Yet here he is.
I'm supporting our deaths.
Jake, he wants us to use our potions. God.
If you're potting these, hats off to you. I'm definitely not.
Same.
I was with muscle memory at the beginning.
Till we see that enrage, I ain't hitting that. Or at least close to it.
Yeah, second Pnax for me. Alright, support need tethers.
Jesus.
This is
This
think
is,
ridiculous.
this is
I think
incredible.
calling them support's like a derogatory.
That's why we use it.
Oh my
Alright, DPS need debuffs, so tanks healers stack on one, tight stack. DPS watch if you need the buff or not. Debuff
My
rather.
DPS to do something.
And then we'll go stack on 3, and then tanks healers rotate clockwise through us.
Yup.
He's always getting young.
Raid damage next. Nice job though,
Poor
good recovery.
Everyone always on Ziggy's tether.
Tank swap.
Sindu with the Sindu to move.
It's really annoying that this is right when 2 minutes come up, and I've just yet to be able to do them correctly at all ever.
All good. This is all practice. The DPS will come.
I mean, DPS has already gone up a lot since we started.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, sides into spread, so you can pre-spread.
Spread. not
Yes,
stand on me.
spread.
Oh,
Alright, get ready to knock back immune once the water stops. This will be on
Just
D,
keep
and it's sword,
putting it. Nope, I missed it.
and then light party stack.
Oh,
Sorry,
see
Icky.
you guys.
Silver, I wanted to hold you, Silver.
I just wanted to live.
Immune this if you can. Taking the center. Once he's in the center, we'll get in our tank spots, whatever you call them, orb spots. So Sin and I, watch what debuff you have. We'll probably have opposite, and it'll be weird, but at least Etro and Icky can see this happen. So I'm tank. So I would be
Me
down
too.
here.
Where's Bell again?
You're healer, so you'd be up next to Ectro. So Etro and Icky will get to do this for real. The rest of us can just go suicide into the one we would hit. Wait,
So I
wait, don't
Oh.
rotate yet, but yeah, now you
Oh.
rotate. So I would go into the healer one, you two would share that DPS one that was mine. Boom, and there you go.
well, Etro, any last words?
Yeah, so we don't rotate
Good
until those
job.
symbols come out. So there's a little delay as we saw.
Until the little mini tethers.
Yeah,
are out on
once
everyone? Okay.
once that symbol is above them, I'll say like rotate.
I think as long as we're all alive, that part should be fairly
It should be,
easy.
as long as we get to our right spot, that one should be fairly simple. So yeah, just minor things. Remember on lightning, lightning and spread, we don't have to all be on the same side. We can use the whole rest of the room. So we'll have at least 2 squares that are always safe to be in. So we'll try and use those. Good stuff. Smells a little bit like progress.
I smell burnt toast.
So we are the food weavers.
We should change our name to that.
Someone will have to start a poll. Hey, DPS, we need tethers.
Hey.
It's our turn to shine. Let's show them how we do it.
I'm running that tether
Come on,
straight.
debuff. Come on, debuff.
Let's go, let's go.
Alright, support need
No.
debuffs. So, DPS will be on 3. Tanks and healer, if you already have the debuff, you'll stack on 1. The other 2, once you get the debuff, go stack on 1. Alright, now DPS, let's rotate clockwise. Let's stand in front. Alright, everyone's got one. Spread out, let the melee be in for uptime.
Oh, support. That wasn't that hard.
That's all you gotta do. Except Arc, I don't know what.
Yeah,
Arc
I'm not sure what I died to.
Just at Icky didn't get topped off.
Alright, tank swap.
Did
He's
you
mad because we got it right.
debuff?
Don't. Well, that's possible. Maybe I didn't have it taken off me. That's probably what happened. You're right.
Because it was just like instant death.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. Because otherwise I should have survived that. Alright, let's focus on this next. I'd say, yeah, we'll try and res them, but we can hold off as well till after this phase maybe. Alright, lightning sides.
Oh, yeah. Until I'm the only one
And
dead,
share.
didn't say that.
So we can be on the sides in our light parties.
You guys run so far away.
Well, we're on the right side, we were supposed to be. Alright, north it's 1, and it's sword. Get ready to knock back immune now. So be on A.
Damn it.
And then it's spread afterwards. You have lots of time for the spread. Whoops. Just got auto-runned into the sword.
Oh, I was dying anyways, Lilac.
Yeah, so for the light party stacks again, group 2 will be stacking somewhere in the relative right safe element, and 1 on the relative left safe, based on like where the boss is, or rather based on which elements are dangerous. So yeah, Atro, if you wanna, you can die if you want at this point.
I think they just like getting hit by 8 balls.
That's fair. It is pretty fun. You did earn this. And so if anyone cares, the debuff Etro has, that is reducing your resistance to all of the elements except for the one that was not tethered previously. So that debuff basically says that if you were on, you know, any of the other 3 squares, you would die when that eruption goes off. Deleted.
Icky. Race car backwards is not detailing.
Duh.
Jeez.
I hope you have to do tethers.
Nope, support has tethers.
Nice. That's alright, we showed them how to do it.
Alright, DPS need debuff, so tank your support, stack on 1. DPS, if you have the debuff, go to 3. You can see that red on you means that you have it. Alright, now tanks and healers, you'll rotate in clockwise.
Damn it, Icky.
Yep.
I had one, and then it was just gone, so I was like, okay, I'll grab another one.
Raid damage.
Oh, no.
True
By
that the DPS didn't get the tethers. We might have made it.
Yeah, for real.
Alright, let's run it down. So yeah, I definitely noticed at that time that red aura around your character indicates if you have the debuff, so you can use that to see like who needs it, if the other person has run in and got it successfully. So
You
That's a
gotta
good
watch it with Reaper though, because their little freaking void aura thing looks like exactly the same thing.
that's true. That might be. Could you just not use that during this part, Chug?
Absolutely not.
It's for the good of the group.
No.
Your parse be
I mean-
damned.
The debuff is pretty easy to see though, it's bright.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I only
Green, what the heck?
just started paying attention to it. Maybe got some
No.
colorblind.
I mean the icon.
The icon too, but like, you know, there's one for having it and not having it, so. Sorry I didn't mitigate that. Alright, support, you need the debuff, or the tethers. RIP.
That's for not mitigating.
Yeah, that's fair. I deserve that. Alright, DPS, we need the debuff.
Alright.
So, same thing as last time? So you guys come swooping in clockwise? Basically, as soon as we started moving, you can start swooping in. Nice job.
This way.
Yeah. Alright, raid damage
I
next.
saw Silver's movement. I'm going this way.
Take swap coming.
Calling me out.
I trusted you, Silver.
I watched you just flip out. I ain't staying for that.
Oh, I'm glad someone trusts me, because I don't.
Alright. Water into the light parties. So we get knocked back with this one.
Oh. It's a sprint to you guys.
Okay, sides and spread, and it is going to be North Red and his sword. So be on the sides, and then you have lots of time to spread. Lots of time to spread after this. Oh, but we're in the poison. Run away!
I'm dumb.
Just putting baby in the corner.
Oh no!
Wait. Oh no!
Avant!
I've not once taken a tank buster. I ain't starting today.
You don't want to get hit by vampire?
Listen, I've seen this second form. I don't want anything to do with it.
So we're not going to immune the first water. We're only going to immune water if it's in the second half. You can immune the first one if you want to immune the first water. That's fine. Just, you know, note that some of us may not. Mostly, I just want to get a feel. Everyone to get a feel for the just how they all resolve, and then we can decide if we want to move it later. But since we might have a water into a cape, I think it makes sense to always immune the water if it's in the second set, just because we automatically get a knockback immune on both.
Just don't line yourself up to get hit by the puddle. In the
Yeah,
square.
don't be exactly inner cardinal with the knockback. I think you can get knocked back straight on the cardinals and not hit the spikes, but don't quote me on that.
You
I
can.
haven't tried it. Okay.
You can.
So yeah. It's gonna be a little bit
As long as you're not on the square that's detonating, you're fine.
I just saw what you said, Etro.
thought you were gonna make like an upside down joke, something in here.
Now my joke's working.
Well, that's Sire Denathrius.
Yeah.
Different vampire.
Indeed. I am mitigating this.
Now you get healed.
Now I get heals, thank you. Alright, support tethers.
Shouldn't even bother calling that out. It's just a single
Yeah,
every
it's just a
time.
given.
Look, this is penance for DPS having long queues.
DPS don't. have long
DPS need the debuff. So same as the last couple.
Give me that. Let's go. Come again.
So swooping in
You can
clockwise.
I don't want that.
Nice job. Raid damage next. Tank swap coming up. Someone's gaming, I like it. Sides and spread, so you can already be doing both. Sorry, your uptime. Nice job. Alright, so we will be immuning this water. It's red north. Get immune now, and it's cape. It's gonna be light parties next.
So what the fuck?
Goodbye, Silver.
Oh.
Stay away from that party if you're not in there. Alright, cool. Just me died. Alright, so we'll reset him back to the center. Tank swap. Hickey, don't run in that!
So would you rescue me?
Oh,
Yeah,
that has an AoE.
there's just a lot of... Yeah, a lot of damage here. Alright, so fire is the safe one. Oh, only tanks.
Oh, there's a healer.
Oh, there is. Nice.
LB3?
Yeah, do it. If you can get a
Made me
DPS
look
up, then you guys can practice, but I don't know if you want.
No, I didn't rescue.
So, little reminder, if water's on the third set and it's also a cape, you do not have to run to the cape. Because we'll have knockback immune. Assuming you knockback immune the water. If you
Unless
don't
do it too early.
Yeah, if you don't knock back immune the water, then just get knocked back into the cape and then you'll be fine.
Yeah, I did it too early.
Yeah, no
Sweet.
worries. Takes there you have a good amount of time after the
Have fun.
I love that Zemni has no orbs. Just like watching it happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of time to immune after the animation goes off, but before the water does. So definitely just if you don't see the water going off, then just hit that immune.
Fucking tired.
Yeah, some well-deserved sleep soon for you. Alright, support need tethers.
God damn.
Sorry, I don't make the rules.
I like feel bad laughing at that every time.
You know next week it's gonna be DPS.
Yeah. It's fine.
It's
like
just the instances weird. Alright, support need debuffs as well.
Nice.
So DPS to 3.
Not nice. Not nice.
So once all the support have the debuff, you guys can stand in between us and the boss. And between the boss. Nice.
We're kind of pros by now.
Yeah. Raid damage next.
Man, at
I feel like
times
that.
we do both.
That tip alone was pretty huge. The like just stand between the stacked group and the boss, and then everyone gets a tether. It's pretty good.
Mhm.
Makes it super simple.
Yeah, I kind of prefer just sort of swooping through as a group, but this works too.
There's too many times where Icky steals.
It works
somebody
if,
else's
if
tether.
opposite
Yeah,
groups
dude.
need the
Yeah, that's true
abilities that
too.
you can swoop.
When it's the same,
Yeah,
you,
no
you have
choice.
like a ton of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Peanox. Sides and light parties. Silver, healers just plant. You have a little bit of time after this to group up. So we are going to be getting water and spreads, so we'll be immuning the water once it's done. It is South Cape, so immune now. So now just get ready to spread. You don't have to go anywhere else, just don't be on the poison. Yeah, it's so long.
Yeah.
Alright, and then we'll get ready for Tink.
Just don't be on the poison. Shook makes big
I
life
stood-
poison.
I stood outside of the poison the whole time and was like, "All right, I think it happened," and then walked in the poison as it landed.
Alright, then we'll reset to the center. So poison is the safe spot. Once they're center, Tank's healers get to your spots. DPS, just kind of be floating, get ready based on your debuff. Northwest is healer debuff, and south and east is the tank debuff. And it is a while before this all happens, so. Alright, so tanks. One south, okay. Cool. Looks like everyone's in position. Awesome. Okay, not yet.
Getting twitchy.
I know. Alright, rotate.
And do we wait?
for
or do we run
wait to
into
be
it?
healed up. Heals. Alright, rotate. Nice. Now be on poison once they're all popped. Oh,
I still
Oh.
had a tether.
all good.
Okay, so rotating is not rotating to the position; it's rotating straight into the orb.
Yes,
So-
sorry. Rotating is rotating into the next orb that you would hit based on your roll and debuff.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah.
and if remember for DPS, it only matters that you go into the tank or healer one first based on your debuff. The next one is just the next tank and healer in the row. You don't have to. You aren't only getting tanks or only getting healers. Just clockwise into the next. Basically, once you've collapsed once, it's just clockwise into the next orb.
I think as long as we're in the right positions when it starts, you don't even
Yep.
need to like look at the orb, right? You just fucking run into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just go.
Like the
You-
symbol
well,
will be right.
But the cardinal positions are skipping one orb. The inner cardinals are
yeah,
the next ones. Just make sure.
yeah.
Basically,
much just
wherever
know
you
that if-
start, you just rotate to the next cardinal. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no real thinking on that.
Just don't
So you
break
can look
dead
at
and
directions.
stick close.
So yeah, I was supposed to get the far orb then, because I took Etros in that scenario of what just happened.
No, it's a two-person soak, so both you and Etro are hitting the same orb both times.
Oh.
Yeah, they can't pop unless there's two people hitting it. So you
Oh,
guys
sweet.
are soaking as a group.
I mean, they can pop. It's just gonna
They
hurt.
pop,
Oh.
you just die.
Oh, okay, you just die. Okay, I thought it needed to be two people had to hit it
Yeah.
to.
No,
Okay.
Two people
To
definitely did it.
survive.
Yeah,
So
to
two people need to be
survive.
in it. Okay, cool. That's good to know. I thought they just wouldn't blow up unless there were two people on them.
I was gonna say because I hit mine, but I
Gotcha.
I didn't get low or anything. But I wasn't sure like if I should be going for the farther one. That way, that one's closer to Etro. You know.
Yeah, since you're inner cardinal, you're just going to the next DPS right next to you
Okay.
on your left, and Etro will be hitting that same one. So yeah, wait. You can wait if you're on the inner cardinal. You can wait for your cardinal buddy to like pass you or be next to you to start moving. If you want to think
Okay,
of it that way.
I think I get that. I think the only thing I did wrong was just like not running into the orb.
All good. I mean, it sounds like as long as one person of that pair hits it and you're close, you're good.
Yeah, that makes sense. Melee uptime.
So because this is something a group of mine did, just for you, Ravani.
Mhm.
If you pair with a melee can stay at max melee, and we can just tap the orb because the AoE is pretty big, so it should hit both people. As long as melee are at max melee the entire time when they're rotating.
Okay. Sin and Shug are taking notes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. I was just like, ranged hit it. I'll stand
Yeah,
out the boss. Don't
That
worry.
makes sense.
Well, I was watching TikTok.
Oh my god.
Just hit the boss. You're all good. And then for everyone's knowledge then, after we'd hit that second orb and all of them are gone, then we all run to the safe element. They all explode, and then we go into the final actual new mechanic.
Repair check.
We're hanging on. I got 41%.
Oh wow, I've taken a lot as well.
If anyone's desperately low, we can pop out. We got about 30 minutes left, which is how long we were going for, so see if we can make
If
it.
anyone needs dark matter, I can just trade you some.
Or you can just become an Omnicrafter. Repair in the raid. Like,
That's right. Alright, food check.
Oh,
not
how long have I not had food?
Oh, you need that HP.
You weren't weaving.
Scary. I wasn't weaving. You're right.
950.
Alright, let's get after it. Got a few more attempts.
They're super cheap with Gil. You can buy them from like Drifts.
Sounds like
Yeah,
Etro can
cheap.
sell some.
Cheaper than
I mean-
repairing at a vendor.
Yeah, and technically, if you buy them with seals, it's a profit loss because you could use the seals.
Alright, DPS
for
need tethers.
class sizes.
Yes.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Hey, we haven't messed it up yet.
Yes, you have.
Alright,
Not even
DPS
once.
also need debuff.
Heck yeah.
Oh, vacation. What
Yeah.
up?
We get to stand still.
Like kill Solar.
Hey.
So once all DPS out,
Uh-oh.
we'll stand in front of the boss.
One of you is dying.
Shug, go grab. Oh, did you?
Somebody
must have
took my
touched.
debuff.
Okay. Well, grab a tether. Yeah, must have just crisscrossed. Alright, raid damage. Then Etcha would probably just immune this one.
Pimp down, pimp in distress.
That's good.
Look at him. He's up now. It's fine.
I know where it's from, that's why it's funny to me.
Did you just have Cat Williams flashbacks? Is that what happened?
A little bit.
The chair just attacked me.
Alright, water into fire. So be on your relative left and right.
Oh fuck.
A little
Well,
far.
nice knowing you.
That was,
How did? Wait, what?
I
How
Earth
did
and
we
sword,
all
so
go
red
for
sides
damage?
and sword.
how
Oh,
did
sorry.
we all
God
go
damn
a
it, cat.
different
Fuck.
direction?
Jesus.
I was like, if I take one extra step, I could hit this guy one time. And then I went full green.
Car, I want to know how the fuck did you live? You get the fuck away from me, sir. I'll die to
No,
the puddle.
thank you. All right, so for the water into fire on the first phase, remember we'll try and get knocked back like over here where I'm jumping for group 2 and then group 1 just kind of over here. So basically towards this wall, and then you'll run, you know, right or left as needed to do it. We don't need to go super far to the sides. Stay close for
That
heals.
was
and all
everyone
fun.
went different directions.
Yeah. Good deal. So for there, I think, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but just to make sure when we're running in, we're running in one at a time so we don't accidentally pass off or not get the debuff. So I'm guessing
don't
I'm
high
guessing you guys
fives.
might have touched and passed it during, but or maybe not because it didn't get off the tank.
Poor Sim.
Out DPS every single one so far.
DPS need
54
tethers.
2 in a row.
What is this?
Yeah, we messed up last time than you guys have.
Healer support need debuff, so DPS to 3. Support, once you have the debuff, go to 1. Or stand behind us, whatever. That might actually be great.
Look at that. Still haven't messed it up.
Alright, rate damage. Into tank swap next.
That good damage with 1k below me. With dance partner.
Huh? I'm spending on all my resources.
I looked at that. I was like, wait a minute. No, I can think out
Alright,
here.
water.
Game Dance Rider.
Into fire. Stack, nice job. Alright, sides into spread, and it's western, so it's B, and it's sword. So be on the sides by this B. And then spread, not on the poison.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, I said the wrong side. My bad. Watch out for poison. Westernly is D, not B.
I'm just gonna all go over here.
I'm allowed one of those each night. Always happens.
Bet that was 2.
Was that 2? Wrong side
Yeah.
calls? Okay.
I was thinking of west, and I was like, that seems right, because I forgot where north was.
I think it was at the start of that fight.
Oh, I totally didn't notice.
Yeah, I did it like in the middle of it. I looked at the DPS speaker. I was like, wait a second. Saw me right here.
Good thing they didn't nerf Reapers.
They won't nerf it during the middle of the tier.
Mm-hmm.
They'll do it either between tiers or after.
Alright, support need tethers.
I hope White Mage gets some changes.
I have to imagine they will.
It has to, I know.
Like, alright, support need debuff.
Like, even though Scholar didn't get anything, it's still actually better than White Mage.
I mean, it got like the best skill
White Mage
almost.
got.
So one thing that I did notice this last time,
Debuffs.
if just then,
And then
you
center?
don't if you don't wiggle check that, you could possibly be standing there and
I'm
never
gonna
get
walk
your debuff
away.
Nice job, we survived it. Alright, raid damage. Tank Buster next.
The problem with White Mage is that Astrologian got all the same sort of tools added, but better.
The one thing Astrologian got that basically outclasses everything is they have a haste. And that's just... it's just too damn strong.
Yeah.
Even
I
though their
mean,
kit is bloated as hell.
You also just don't run out of mana.
Alright, water. Into knock or fire again. So lightning sides, north on red, and sword. It's also going to be spread, so be careful. We'll have to move to the left to be out of the poison.
This way.
And you got lots
Yeah.
of time to spread.
I
After
100%
this-
should have died there.
Coming up will be a Tank Buster. Alright, water will be safe square after the balls. Alright, start getting into your
Nice.
clock positions. DPS float. Note the location of water.
Which is which?
Being right next to it, yeah.
Healer wants to be north and tank wants to be south. Alright, rotate.
Oh dear. Sin
That was a
got-
little bit too early,
I
Sin.
fucked up too early. I did not know that was gonna happen.
And then
Yeah,
rotate.
I didn't know that I could flip flop balls
Wait, what the hell?
because I totally just flip flopped all the balls.
Somehow I
Yeah.
got north.
Yeah, so just to clarify that, there is a snapshot before they finalize. So if you move during the cast, it will just bug out everything.
It's good to know. So stay
Yeah,
put.
like-
Sorry, positionals.
Yeah, I did went to hit my position real quick because I was like, oh, I'm going there anyways. And then I stole Silver's ball. And it's like,
Oh no.
that didn't work.
Saw Silver's balls, what the fuck?
Nice job on Pnax. It looks like we're starting to get through it. Granted, we've had the same one a couple times in a row, but 50% of the time that will be.
Yeah, support finally clean up their shit.
Just a quick thing for the Tank Buster. There is
Yes.
only 3 of them.
Yes.
So can immune 2 of them.
Yes.
So that we don't have to heal you through it.
They're deciding how they're handling it right now for today, but next week we can decide if the healers have a preference as well.
Oh, I don't care when it is. I was just saying, like, it's just extra damage that doesn't need to happen.
DPS need tethers. To me, that's a support job, so you guys you can figure out how you want to handle it.
I just tickled 17k there for a second.
Oh, nice. All right,
Oh my God.
support need debuffs, so DPS will be on 3.
I
Sin
fought
is
it
like
that time
2.
just to see how high I could get it.
Once support have your debuff, go to 1, and then DPS will be swooping around on the left.
Sin wants a dancer all the time.
Yep, we all got to go on the left.
Nope.
Oh my
We all
God.
survived.
How the
All right, raid
hell did
damage.
That was either an Avant or a teleport. One of
2
the
Orvons.
Nice. Tank buster.
Like, I see somebody fly across the screen right there. That's all I knew.
The 2 Orvons. I'm not getting blamed for this.
I saw that tether still on us. I was like, alright, we're dead. And then it exploded away from us.
No, we're the DPS gun. We got tethers.
Everybody's got teleports. All right, Phoenix.
Oops, all dancers.
Technically,
I mean-
everyone except Sin can leap around.
All right, lightning. And spread.
No, Bar doesn't have it.
Yeah,
They have a jump.
yeah, that's not great. Next will be water into light parties.
I have a jump. It just really sucks.
South Cleve. It is south. It is south.
Immune. And light parties. Oh, our light party's dead. We'll see who survives.
Good luck.
Nice, Shug.
Healer gets both of them. That's better.
Yay!
I'll stand on you. Boom.
Yay!
Yeah, I seen that crit go off, and then I looked up and I seen 17k, and I was like, oh, I couldn't have asked for a better
I think even though we pull him, north like that, people should try and be positioned somewhat in the center in case, we have to go on the complete opposite side of the room like we did. Or be ready to sprint there.
Oh, one thing that
You can
did
do that as well
notice
if you're a pro.
that's happened so far.
Mhm.
If we're stacking up on 3, for instance, before the debuffs go out, and we are just attacking and not moving, it is a possibility that a tank will pick up a debuff and then also drop off a debuff. So just do a little wiggle check after you get the debuff to make sure you pass and receive, type of thing. Because if you don't move, you might not give it away.
Okay, I see what
It's-
you're saying with the wiggle. Okay.
Yeah, that last one, I actually was standing right by Shug, and I noticed I still had it, so I ran back real quick and wiggled around until it finally went away. So I had to find the one person in the stack that hadn't actually received it yet, type of
Okay.
thing.
So if
So I
everyone
think
understands that, once we stack, once the debuffs go out, the stack group just wiggle and touch each other a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's why Mig had it on him still that one time. I
makes
think
sense.
they stacked up beforehand and it just didn't
Didn't
finish
pass
the pass
properly.
type of thing.
Okay. All right. I think we got enough for 2 more attempts, maybe. See how far we get.
Then we all control a clear party.
Support need tethers. DPS need debuff. Wiggle jiggle. Come swooping in from the left.
Well, dumb as hell.
Raid damage. Tank swap next. Knockback into spread. Side, so south is blue, it's cape.
Oh, I don't think we were supposed to be in the fire.
You tried it, Joe. That knockback, though, I think that was the first time I saw it. Bloody hell, it's all the way across the room.
Yeah, usually we have it with, it's always been with water, so we haven't actually gotten knocked back. So I think, you know, if there's a cape there, maybe knockback immuning that one will make sense. So we'll always be using knockback immune in the second half if there's water or there's a cape.
I know when I used mine too early that one time, the cape was at A, and I ended up all the way over here after the knockback.
Yeah, it'll comes close to killing you.
Yeah,
That's
so
its best.
if you're too far to one side, you're dying for sure.
DPS need tethers. Tank sealers need debuff.
We've been upgraded. We're not support.
Shimmy.
Sugar's all the way over there too.
Oh yeah, what am I doing? It worked.
Do we need these?
Goodbye, world.
Yes, that whole thing was a shit show.
Shook was like uptime, 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 uptime.
It worked fine.
No, we didn't.
What? The debuffs were fine.
You hear his microphone as he's just face rolling his keyboard, pushing buttons. He's not like GPS.
Support need tethers. And support need debuff. So DPS will stack and we'll shimmy. Tank sealers, once you have the debuff, just get in between us and the boss.
I still have this and I don't want it.
Someone didn't get the debuff.
I think the two came in too quickly and probably handed it off to one another. Do have to make sure it's one at a time. So otherwise the person who came in gives it to the other person who is coming in.
But our uptime.
Alright, water. Into spread.
That was
Jeez.
Alrighty.
I think we all had like stack on the brain.
Alright, we got time for one more attempt.
No, I'm not dying.
It hurts.
I bet you macrocosms would work great there.
Shut up. I am not playing Astro.
Oh, I just really enjoy the joke now. It's a living meme.
I am definitely going to rescue you into something.
Just think, if we had cards and a dancer buff, we could skip at least a mechanic.
Look, I'm a sub here. Hey, I ain't part of this group.
We could talk Hark into it.
Yeah, if we kill this boss, I can get the weapon. Nah, maybe next week I'll use it on the first couple and you can see how the damage is different. Alright, support need tethers.
But then we lose your lovely songs.
One person gets to hear them, in a way. Alright, support need debuff as well.
Oh wait,
So DPS are stacked. And we shimmy. And now one at a time come on in and then get in front of the boss, or between us and the boss. Nice. Read damage next. Then Tank Buster.
Oh. Didn't shimmy
Didn't
back
bust
fast
up.
enough. That was bullshit.
water into spread. Sides and light parties. East is B. It's the sword. Alright, well, I think that was some good first prog. So we'll come back next week. I may do an impromptu, like try and find a party finder group, probably not host one, maybe Monday night, but no promises yet. But if anyone's around, then we can join us.
I know Para and I are going to be doing it Monday for sure.
Yeah, that's right, because he's finally back.
Yep. So
Yeah.
I know me and him are going to be in there.
Yeah, message us if there's a specific time. I probably wouldn't be on until like 10:30 Eastern at the earliest, so you guys are welcome to start earlier.
Yeah, that'd probably be fine. We'll probably still be running. Like, we don't really have a set time or anything. We'll just probably end up starting and going for like fucking 5 or 6 hours.
Good deal.
So
Yeah,
I'll-
that's good.
I'll
And I
make
think
sure to throw something in the Discord saying that when we're going.
perfect. Well, thanks, Emney, for coming in.
Yeah,
Dying
no
with
problem.
us.
I'll hang around the Discord if y'all ever need us up again. Just hit me up, and
Awesome,
I'll be
appreciate
glad to
it.
come on.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right.